Should be good. Alrighty. Third and final game. The only one that matters. The other ones were censored.
It's the only one that's going to get recorded, so
Yeah,
that'll be good.
may as well be. May as well be this one.
Stick this over here.
Alright. Get that out. Never want to forget
40.
Batman.
Little Batman chilling over there.
Yeah, just chillaxificating with his 10 more endurance than you.
I know, man. It's so unfair.
After this event, I don't think he'll stay at 50, that's for sure. He's too good.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking it should be some kind of like an exhaust effect for the negate even. But
Yeah, I've been chewing on like different options. Like a flat cut to 40 might still be too strong with just
yeah.
any payment effect.
Yeah.
So we might make him like a 45 and only do activated, so it's not like turning off like passives and stuff like that, and it's not going to
Oh
mess with
yeah.
too much, or even like character active, so it's not turning off locations and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
there's lots of really good actives, right? So it's just you're kind of picking and choosing a little bit because it's a free effect. But
Yeah.
so I ended up winning game two, so this is your call.
So I'll take odds.
Yeah, I figured that would be the fastest decision you make. And yeah, take it away. We'll go through our mulligans and see where we land.
Sounds good. I think I'm good with my opening hand. I'm
That's
gonna
them all
keep
for
that.
sure. Into that, interesting. Very interesting. I mean, not the worst things I've ever seen, but
So I have odds.
you
We
sure
already
do.
drew. Drop that down. May I pay my one defense or no?
No,
Okay.
it's turn
Yours.
one. We're gonna be strict.
Man. All right.
Well, I mean, technically, you pay the defense and just do nothing for it. But I mean,
Yeah. That's lame.
uh, I try. I try to be lame. This is gonna be a whiff. I set pass, and I assume I take one.
Yeah, you take one. Well,
Sure do.
I don't even need to exhaust him.
On to next turn.
Next turn.
Huh. Well, it's given me some things that I like and other things that I'm a little annoyed with. So that's great. Hey, welcome to game three. Remember that time I whiffed one and two? Pass.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's rough.
It's not
That's
shaping up great, especially if you just curve out normally, but we'll
yeah.
play what we
Um.
got.
So may I, Cosmo? I'll pay one defense. Or are you gonna negate?
Uh, what's your other goal? The other one? Yeah, I may as well. I'll negate what's in front of me. I got nothing in
All right,
play.
cool. All right, so I got Mr. Fantastic.
I figured.
Uh,
Normally I'd
I've
be
got
like,
Guardian.
yeah, Mr. Fantastic, I'm wait for him, but I mean, I'll just stop one of them. It doesn't really matter.
Guardians F4.
Mm-hmm.
And do I want to do two or do I want to look? Oh man, that's tough. I kind of want to do both, but I can't. So I'm just gonna activate. It's okay.
Sure.
If it costs me the game, it costs me the game.
Oh, baby, that
Wow,
just happened.
it did just happen. I should have just gone for the two.
Nice. I mean, I'll
All
take
good.
I'll take what I can get when I whiff one and two. So
Yeah, that's
that's
fine.
just where we live in. But I mean,
I'll hit you for one.
yeah, I
You're
take
still
it.
8 endurance ahead of me, so
Yeah, I just would have preferred to, I don't know,
have a
be
one or a
set
two.
up with something. So your
Yeah.
initiative on three. Here comes Rocket, I assume.
Uh-huh.
Unless you actually whiffed something, although it was nice to see Mr. Fan whiff. So I,
I
I
believe
can't
that.
really
Yeah.
complain. I was really happy to see Press go to the bottom.
Ah, I
That's
know.
always nice.
That was really annoying. That means I'm
I
gonna
mean,
have to
you'll
use.
get there again, I'm sure. But
I hope so. Uh, I'm gonna drop this.
yep.
Draw two. What do I want to discard?
Hmm. This will be interesting, at least. I
Ooh,
mean,
man,
not horrible. Interesting though. Hmm.
that's a tough discard.
What is
Wow.
the best way to
Um,
do that? Maybe that.
I mean, I'm gonna do this, I guess. I'm dumping an advanced hardware over there.
What on earth did you clump in your hand? Throws away an advanced hardware. Okay,
Oh,
so
I know.
what is that
So
like?
I'm
Friggin' three searchers or something stuck in there?
I don't actually know
Signal
what it is yet.
flare.
I'm just showing it to you. I'm just showing it to you.
Oh,
Not
okay.
playing it
Well,
yet.
thanks for showing it to me, I guess.
It's yours now. No.
That's
So I'll pay for Cosmo. Do you want to negate him?
um Cosmo. Yes, I will.
You will negate Cosmo.
I will
Okay.
negate Cosmo.
Okay. I'll activate Mr. Fantastic.
I figured. Like, you look
Oh,
pretty thirsty on the dig, and I'd rather you exhaust a character to do it.
that's fair. Okay. So now I'll play that Signal Flare.
Okay.
And
And that landed you Cluster Flark, or was it Zarthian you took? It was
it was
Zarthian.
Cesar.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't really need the Cluster Flark against you. And
No,
yet
not
again,
really. Like, my 3 drop is short lived, and all the other guys die willingly, so.
this could really hurt me one way or the other. I really like my hand is so wild right now. It's so weird. Um, let's.
I can definitely relate.
Okay, let's fucking do it.
Throwing away stretch.
I have to. I need my three. So
Okay, fetch and rocket. Cool.
rocket with a cannon.
Yep,
Okay. Yeah, it's yours.
that's the build.
That's the build.
Okay. Well, what's the best way to do this? Yeah, that's probably the best way. And it forces that, which is nice. Ish. You know, if you round up to the nearest nice. Yeah, we'll do that. And this will be alternative Superboy Prime. And I'll
Hmm.
pass.
Okay.
He's ready
Um.
to be victimized.
Well, yep. Gotta send him in.
Swinging?
I'm swinging,
Alright, yeah. Legal swing.
and I'll pass.
How many freaking rockets do you have stuck in your hand, I wonder? Hmm. I don't think I care right now. Yeah, we'll just trade. I'll take 1 breakthrough.
Okay.
Plus my normal stun, because I haven't hit my
You're not
invulnerability yet.
involved. Yep. And Cosmo over here will do another one.
Sure. Adding up, Cosmo. Good dog.
Hmm.
Recovs?
Recovery.
Alrighty. And this is mine. We're doing that. That's not nothing. I either do this right now or nope, pretty much we're gonna do it that way, I think. Okay, we'll try it this way. Boost for the 4.
Okay.
Um, call 3.
I had a feeling.
Well, I mean, it's the best thing, and you got a Zarthian in your hand, so let's just turn that off a little bit.
Yep. Sounds good.
That's my build.
Okie dokie. So let's do mine. Pig. I will throw that Zarthian on him.
Sure.
He's even exhausted. That's still nice to have.
Oh yeah, he's a 7 attack. That's great.
Uh, let's flip the lab.
Okay.
Got a Zarthian for him.
Jeez. Okay. Handful of
Uh,
Zarthians, huh?
I certainly do have a handful of Zarthians.
Mm.
Let me think here.
What do I need?
Let's drop
This.
a future tech over here on Cosmo. Guardians Fantastic 4.
Okay. Very interesting.
See. I'll pay my one defense. May I?
Pay the one for cause.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll say no.
Okay. Fair enough. Hmm. See what we can do.
I'll just do that so I remember I did him this turn.
Okay, that works. Exhaust him. That works.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Because
that's a good
because
idea.
if we
Yeah.
clear, yeah, if we clear targets.
Yep. No, that's a great idea. We'll
Okay.
just do that. I'll tap Batman after I've used him, and that way I'll remember.
Okay.
At least I hope so. Watch me like leave him tapped and just forget for the rest of the game.
Um, I'm gonna.
Hmm.
Hmm. Oh, this is tough.
Interesting stuff going on here.
What can I do? I'm gonna signal flare,
All right.
and I'm gonna dump this extra Mr. Fantastic for it.
Okay.
So I've paid 1 resource point so far, right? One so far?
Uh.
Just for the future tech.
Oh, for the future tech. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So let's play Yondu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll drop Yondu. Let's exhaust Mr. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cluster Flark, that's fine. I'll drop a hardware on Yondu.
Sure.
Okay. I will activate for the hardware.
To burn 3. Yep.
Burn 3. I'll activate Cosmo for the future tech.
Sure.
Burn another 3. I'll pay 2 defense for Yondu.
Okay.
And I will press. Let's stun his ass.
Sure. Pop one of
Go.
them. Actually. Mm,
So Yondu readies.
yep. And then burn for 3. Or.
Thinking about it. I will. What are you at? You're at 33.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Thinking. No, that's it. That's it for build.
Well, I don't have a swing, so take it away.
Okay, 6 to the face.
Cool.
All right. All right, recovery.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Recover that. This is you.
This is me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll pay the 1 for Cosmo.
Yeah, you're good.
I had a feeling. Oops, not from my. Whoa, what happened to my sensitivity? There it goes. Take that mind gem. Bottom. What do I want to do? So it's my initiative. All right, I'll drop this on Rocket.
The third one. Jeez. Okay. So what was it
Yes,
actually
sir.
all 4 in your hand? Jeez.
No. That'd be nice, but
Well,
no.
you were talking about your wild open, and I was like, wonder what he clumped, and it's been nothing but Zarthians ever since. So that's my guess.
Pretty much. I mean, it's pretty nice to hit him, but um, how do I want to do this? Well, I think I'm gonna have to ditch Mr. Fantastic, so let's activate him, if I may.
Um, yeah, this one.
Okay. Nothing. Whiff again. Wow. Twice this game, Mr. Fantastic.
I don't think it matters. I whiffed one and two, and you didn't, and that might be a game right there.
Okay. Uh, I will combined arms.
Mm-hmm.
Ditch that cluster flark. Got stretch and cluster flark. Ditch the cluster flark. Stretch comes in. Okay. Let's put hardware on stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Put a necroblade on Yondu.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw this mind gem on a stretch. Ditch a Cosmo. Thinking. Do I have anything else I want to do right now? I think I'm good. Let's move these equipments over, sorry. Make it a little more readable for you. There we go. I'll throw a rocket down here. I will... Uh, I'll pass.
Hmm. I think I have to do it that way. Probably. Hmm. Maybe. Hmm. That's an interesting one. Yeah, of all the things, that's a really interesting one. Huh. I guess. Plus. Yeah, that is a thing. Yeah, okay. It'll have to be that way. Flip negative space. Any response?
Oh, that's really annoying. Negative space. Okay. Now, if I think about this correctly, don't you just name the card as a cost to play?
No.
Oh, no, I see. It's name a
The
character.
effect
So
is name a character, and then the
name a character.
ongoing doesn't
Got it.
care about the change. So you're responding
Perfect.
to me
So
naming a
I
character.
was thinking
So
it's like Omni. I'm sorry.
that's the same way
Okay.
Omni works.
No, Omni is to play, name a card,
Nope.
isn't it?
Nope. negative spaces, well, text was to play, but we realized having it as a cost was fucking broken. So, so that might have been the source of confusion,
Yeah.
but
No,
it
but
was
Omni
changed to
but
be
Omni
like
is.
Omni, because Omni is not a cost to play.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You
I
have
thought
to
it was.
choose
So
a
you can
name, but
respond to
your
Omni.
opponent can respond before you finalize the name. So it's like a chance to like, do you want to play that mobilized before I call it? You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I had thought it was to play name a card. That was
Nope.
my bad. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I play without Coming of Galactus so much that I don't see it very much anymore.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So I get to choose if I want to
Mm-hmm.
do something before you name. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Uh, I'll. Oh man, this is tough. I will activate Yondu for the advanced hardware and pay the 2 defense for him.
Okay. I won't negate the advanced.
You're gonna negate it?
I said I will not
Oh,
negate the
you won't.
advance. No.
What about the ready?
No.
No, neither. Neither. Okay, cool. And that's it.
Um. All right. We'll call Rocket.
Okay, I had a feeling.
Well, I was just gonna wait and see what you did. Like if you just chain, I just assumed you were gonna chain everything. I figured you were gonna do all that, chain the rocket, stun them, ready them, KO them, and then pass and let me resolve it.
That would have been nice, but
Well, that's exactly what you could have done. So I was like, I don't know why he's pulling the punch, but maybe he wants to swing harder. Hmm.
yeah,
Either way.
maybe.
Either way.
Okay.
So Rocket at least doesn't do free out of combat stun anymore, which is
Right.
nice. And I can save
Yes.
Batman for the Necroblade, which is probably also nice. So because of that, we'll boost the 5 and turn on our KO utility.
Okay.
And yeah, that's gonna be my build.
Okay. So he's a 9/9, and you
Yep,
have 8 cards in hand.
I do.
That is a lot of cards.
Yep. I mean, coming from you, that's saying something.
I mean, yeah, I
But
don't
I
have
mean,
that
to be
many right
fair,
now.
you have 11 cards in play, so I mean, there's that.
I Yeah, that's why. Yeah, and I have 12 cards in my KO'd pile already.
Mm.
That's wild. That's a lot for this.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I really need to see something very very specific happen to stretch this. Whiffing one entirely, whiffing two entirely on an aggressive mulligan, and still not being able to get my invulnerability hurt me so bad. So I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
this
was I was
is.
gonna say that's pretty painful.
I don't know if this is tenable, but we'll see.
All right, let's do it this way.
Mm.
I'm gonna send Cosmo and Rocket team attack into him.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Yep, and I will pass.
Cosmo and Rocket on the team swing. Um, yeah, that's illegal. So what do we got? We got 10 on Rocket, right? And
Yeah,
Cosmo's a
10 on Rocket and
4.
4 on Cosmo.
So 14 coming in on my 9. I would need a bunch of power ups. I think I'm content to just stun back and KO Rocket.
That's fine. All right, so stun on Rocket.
Although, one second here.
Okay, you still have time.
Because I think I recall one thing. Would this be the dumbest thing? Nope. Uh, yeah, that's useless anyway. Yeah, stun back Rocket. Stun back
All
and
right,
KO, and I'll just stun for my 5.
so you stun Rocket,
Yep.
bounce these for the effect,
Mm-hmm.
and he KOs. All right,
Um,
and now Yondu
ac-
readies.
actually, I don't think you get them.
He stuns.
Because it's your initiative. So Rocket's effect to put the stuff in your hand is going to go on the chain first, and my KO effect's going to resolve first.
It's whenever he becomes stunned,
Hmm.
you may return. So he becomes stunned.
Yeah, and it's
Your
whenever he
effect.
becomes stunned, I KO him. So because you're the turn player, your effect's going to go on the chain first, and then my effect is going to resolve and KO. This is the first time in our series this has actually come up because I never had my KO online.
Huh,
Ironically,
really?
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
see.
it's the
Whenever he
exact
stuns
same
a
as like
character. Oh, exactly what character do I find?
competing ongoings of any kind, right? We're
Oh,
both
really?
looking for the same
Okay.
trigger, so because we're looking for the same trigger, the priority player is put on the chain first.
I guess it's not that big of a deal. That's
Well, yeah,
interesting.
I mean, I turned
Okay.
off Rocket anyway, so I mean, I don't really see it being a crazy anything,
Right.
but
Well, I was just gonna use them for discards if I needed them,
oh, I
but
guess, yeah, that makes sense
yeah,
too.
that was all I wanted them for.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, but like a good
Okay, cool.
example is like if I had World Ship face up, the one cost that bounces, and you had Total Anarchy face up, the initiative
Hmm.
player is going to decide if it either goes back to the hand or if it's KO'd by the other player's Anarchy, because it's another situation where you have effects looking for an
Oh.
identical trigger. So you're going to put the turn player on the chain first. Off turn player is going to go second, which means they're going to resolve first.
Huh. So the equipment doesn't bounce even though he stuns because the
Because
KO goes
I am
through
also
and it
triggering on a
KOs the
stun.
character, which also
Correct.
KOs the equipment. Oh,
Yep.
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
because both our effects are looking for the exact same trigger, we have to look at initiative to resolve it. Yeah.
Nice.
Not that
All
I
right,
think that
cool.
saves me, but
I mean, it saves you like me not having to discard something else. That's about it.
um,
So, I'm gonna hit you to the face. I believe this is 19.
yeah, you're gonna exactly have game. There's nothing I can do about it.
Awesome. Is
Yeah,
that it?
that's yeah, dude. Like, you got me cold. I opened nothing, and then my last draws were like, "Here's a Luther. Here's another Luther. Have a nice day." I had
Oh,
because they were clumping my hands. I only had the
yeah.
ability to power up 5 times, maybe six for uncertain, and I was like, "You're definitely coming at me with a power up, and if you have one power up, I'll just do the hit back." And then I forgot Necroblade was a +2, so I was like, "Wait a minute, this is game. I probably should have tried to brick."
Yeah. I
Oh
could
well,
have. I could have.
the curse continues. Every
The
time I
curse
go
continues.
undefeated in Swiss, I scrub out in semis. So anyway,
Oh man.
congrats, and it'll be you fighting the winner between Wes and I want to say Boris. Yeah, it's Boris.
Wes and Boris. Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, my hand was bad. Here's a 3. Here's another 3. Here's a 3. Here's a 4. Here's a
No real
7.
Superboy.
No, no, 2 games. I whiffed it completely.
Man.
And I
I was
mulliganed.
really waiting for it. I would
Yeah, I
my opening hand, like my opening hand was
if I
Dark
had
Arcane.
hit real Superboy, I would have underdropped on 4, and I felt like I was like giving it away. Wow, I wasn't going to see it anytime soon. What was
There
that?
it is.
Yeah, like turn 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, not happening. But that's
Yeah.
okay. That happens.
My opening
Anyway,
hand.
mm,
Yeah, just real quick before you go, why I said my opening hand was crazy. It was these guys. It was these two. Where is it? Mr. Fantastic.
oh,
And
great.
then
Oh, you mean crazy like you open the nuts? I see what you're saying.
so
Yeah,
like okay, so this was my opening hand, and I was like, well, I have to keep that.
yeah,
This was my
Wes, the
draw,
curse lives on.
and then
Yeah,
turn
I
two
see that.
Yep,
was my
undefeated,
six and
and
my
then
five.
lose. Yeah, I had nothing. Like as soon as you were like, "I'll play my one-on-one. I'll play my ideal 2-on-2, and I'll get my rocket double equipped on 3," and I was like, "I play nothing, and I play nothing, and I'm not invulnerable. This game is over." Oh
It
well.
happens, man. It happens. That honestly, I was most scared of playing that thing again. I was like, the only way that I win is if he whiffs something. Like that's the only way that I win that because Batman just completely shuts down my game plan so hard, and I have to pick and choose what I want to try to activate because
Yeah. But when you
it's
hit the
like
Yondu, I
exhausting
was like,
options to
"Ah,
use.
shit! I think he's got me." And then when you didn't, like, I don't know why you didn't just kill my 4 because like I boost for all of my tricks, right? Like you're gonna get extra stun damage on the table and just
I
delete my
wanted the
ability to
damage.
play.
Yes. Okay. So the
I
reason I
guess you
didn't
were
KO the
looking at
four.
game, and I hadn't mapped it out right, so you were probably just like, "Wait
Okay.
a minute."
So the reason I didn't, because I could have KO'd your four on four. I could have gone for the Necroblade and stuck it on Yondu and done the whole thing on four.
Yeah,
Because I had a combined arms. I could have gone and found it. But I remembered the reason I lost game two was because I went for that Necroblade KO on your on 5. If I had kept that press for turn 6, nothing else would have changed. I would have just done enough damage to actually kill you on 6.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, maybe it's not worth going for the KO if I have enough damage on the board and I have enough board presence.
Well, in
Like, yeah,
this
I'm
one, that
I'm gonna
was
lose.
not even a question. Not even a
Yeah,
question. Like, and you were set up for the press, and I was at a point where I was like, if he shows me the press, I'll just scoop.
I didn't have it this turn,
But I
but
was like, wait a minute, I have a stun back, and he only has 4 because he didn't underdrop on 5, and I was like, I'll know he's got press and game if he just underdrops on 5, and then it doesn't matter who I stun back, and he'll just swing for game. But
yeah,
yeah, yeah, it didn't really go my way that time, but that's okay.
yeah. I mean, it
That's
happens.
okay. It'll happen. It will
Yeah, for
definitely
sure.
happen. But anyway, congrats. And I mean, I'm
Thank you.
kind of like I should be bummed, but I'm not really bummed because I feel like it looks bad if like the lead designer wins his own event.
I mean, fair.
So I was like, me losing is probably going to help me save a little bit of face too. Because I mean, I went 4-0 through everything, and it was like it didn't feel difficult. I
And
just
and
had the
here's
perfect set of
and here's
matchups.
and here's the really strong part
Mm.
is now you know you don't need to nerf Superboy Prime.
Oh, Prime was never gonna get it, but you better
I
be
know.
you
I'm just
better
kidding.
be knowing Batman's getting it, and
Yeah, Batman needs
possibly
it.
negative space. I don't think it should interact with the resource row. And I could see it being reworded to be like, sorry, not the resource row. With defensive reinforcing and stuff. Like it shouldn't be a
Yeah,
permanent blindsided, but technically reinforcing is a targeted effect, so we have to
yeah,
change
and
the
and I mean,
wording.
like the fact that it locks off all payment powers. It
Yeah.
locks off equipment. It locks off reinforcement. Like
Lock
you
off
can't
power
do anything
ups,
with
Yeah,
that
it
lock
locks
off,
it
character.
locks
yeah.
off so much stuff that it's like, okay, wait a minute, maybe we gotta clarify this. Like, can't be targeted
Yeah.
by I don't know something
Opposing
something
effects.
something limiting, right? Can't be
I mean,
targeted by
so my what?
whatever.
Okay, what about if you make it more like negative zone themed? So like maybe you have to discard some kind of like a negative zone card every turn to keep it up or something like that. So it's like at the start of your recruit step, it, like replace it if you don't discard a negative zone
We
character
thought
card
of
or
something
something.
like that, but then the question was like, well, why is it an ongoing at all? Just make another negatives on location.
Hmm.
But the thing that we wanted was we wanted every team to have like a splashable card that other teams would go, ooh, that's nice. I want that too. So like Superboy Prime, it's his searcher,
That
right?
location.
So well, the location is awesome too, but the searcher as well. Search for anything that has the name that you have in play, kind of thing. That's part of the Crisis kit. And you got Earth Prime, which is like an MVP searcher. And for the record, by the way, I only run one.
Of
So in that other
which?
game, when you're like replace it, I was like, please no.
Wait, which one?
The Earth Prime location. It's
You
it's
only run
singleton.
one?
Singleton, yeah. My mix usually fetches it. My 2 drop will fetch it on 2, and then I'll go
Wow.
from there. And if I'm really feeling starved, sometimes I'll just skip it entirely and I'll fetch something different. But I, for some reason, kept drawing it pretty early on. So
Yeah, it's just like my Necroblade. I drew the
yeah,
Necroblade naturally every single game this tournament so far. Every
yeah,
game,
yeah.
no
It
matter what.
was it was pretty funny. But negative space,
Yeah.
like it definitely. I want to do something with that. It felt the breakthrough was like the straw that broke the camel's back when I was like, wow, I called this dude 2 turns ago and I'm gonna win because he couldn't get him off the field. I was waiting for you to just swing for a guaranteed stun and then just not recover him or something like that.
Yeah, I thought about
Because I
it,
was
but
like, man, like his best choice is just suiciding that dude like big time. But you had to do so much build phase stuff to like stun me out. You didn't have a target that you could stun him against, so it was like,
yeah,
here we go, 16 over a 1 defense that can't reinforce or power up or
yeah,
anything, right? That's a little too abusive because it was like for the game, this guy is just straight screwed. Um,
yeah.
like
That's
everything else about it thematically, I really like, but I
yeah,
definitely think we're
It's
gonna do a
cool.
wording cleanup so it's like game-based effects maybe don't count.
Oh, so like equipment and yeah, I gotcha.
Powering up and reinforcing would be an example of a game-based effect. The equipment would still be kind of, it's targeting. You're technically doing a targeting effect with
It is a
equips,
game-based target though, because only
but
certain cards in the game could actually interact with that target movement, like the way Wonder Woman.
yeah,
What
yeah,
is it?
like
Which one is it? Ambassador of Peace?
yeah,
No.
she can move equips. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
like
same
that
the
kind of
same
thing
reason Wonder
can.
Woman would still work. Negative space would technically, I would have to like go out of my way to say accept this, that sort of thing. But I see something
Yeah.
happening with it because it's like I feel like I proved it to be a bit of an overperformer. Between it
Yeah.
and Batman, it carried me through all of the Swiss rounds.
Yeah. No kidding.
Like, yeah,
Made a huge
Batman
difference.
going, I'm going to stop something in negative space. Say, yeah, but I don't have to worry about that whole section over here.
Oh man, so
Which
annoying.
is still effective and still good. And I like comboing it with the resource replacement. Um,
Hmm.
like the troll move that I did game two, where I called myself so you couldn't build face KO me, and then I just blew it up with my own move and pumped them normally. That was
That
kind of a
that
fun one.
annihilation wave, that is a really cool trick, I have to
Yeah,
say. That's
yeah,
really
I had
cool.
a little bit of fun with that, but I would expect to see negative space get hit a little bit. Batman, something's going to change. Um,
Rocket,
Rocket,
I,
probably not. No, I'm really happy with Rocket. Is like if you can make this happen with a 40 endurance dude and your deck's not whiffing on stuff. Like it wasn't like you were putting in perfect games. You threw a couple matches, so or
I did.
a couple
Yeah.
games in your matches, I should say. So I feel like it's kind of working as advertised, where egos are supposed to be potent.
Yeah.
Um, I could see a nerf coming in a little bit to the one nobody played that I think is really strong. But other than that,
Ultron.
yeah, Ultron, I don't know why he's not here. I really think he's one of the best
What
ones.
about I thought Annihilus, I thought it would be a little more fair if it was only for army attackers, because just having them have the permanent +2 TNB for basically entire teams is kind of crazy.
Army only, right? But
Right, but
I might
all
see
the
that
Ultron movement.
being nerfed as more army shows up. Like we've got Sentinels in the work, and there's no way
Oh shit.
Annihilus stays as a +2 when Sentinels come to the party. There's just
Oh
no way that's
fuck.
happening.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see what you guys do with
Wow,
Sentinels.
dude,
That's
like
interesting.
if you release Super Pets and he's still around,
Yeah, Super Pets. I forgot. Yeah, Team Superman. We introduced a sub theme. Team Superman and Revenge Squad are the next teams to show up, and
I was wondering about Team Superman.
for Team Superman, we made a sub theme because Superman. Our take on this one is he's super powerful, but he has to like hold back to protect all the idiots.
Yes,
So
fair.
all of his cards are like over the stat curve by like 1.5 drops, right? So like he's got a 5 drop, that's like 12, 12. But
Beautiful.
all of the Supermen have loyalty.
Good.
And all the Supermen have, while you control another character, they get like -3, -3, making them normal ish. But when they get rid of their little friends and don't have to hold back, Superman becomes ridiculous. And all of their little friends have 0 attack. So
What?
you've got like the
Okay.
little derp squad support team, and they all do cool things to like help Superman. And all of Superman's support is like bouncing effects, kind of reminiscent of ecstatics. And then when they get out of the way, Superman gets huge, and then other buffs can happen. And it's like a solo deck, kind of like Prime, except better. So there's a sub theme with an ongoing card called Super Pets, where it's just Superman characters, Team Superman characters you control with printed 0 attack get +3. But I mean, you could hypothetically have like 4 of these in the row, and then just have 12 attack 1 drops and stuff. Um, so that could be a little, that could be,
Why?
that could be a little, I don't know, interesting thing maybe.
it hasn't been tested yet,
That
so we're
that
not
sounds better
sure.
than Superman, quite
It
frankly.
kind of is, but I mean, the other thing is like the only ongoing fetch of any kind is all Revenge Squad stamped.
That's what I was gonna
So
say.
I
It's
mean,
gonna.
you would
Did
have
you
to
re?
take
Are you
Revenge
guys
Squad
reprinting
and like,
Ruin, or
sorry,
are you
Yeah.
reprinting Ruin?
Ruin is back exactly the same as he was. Yeah, 4/4
Awesome.
flight, stun, go fetch. We stole from Wild Pack, Powell. You could exhaust a character, remove it from the game, search for an ongoing. That's now Toy Man for Revenge Squad.
Love Powell. Perfect.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like, Battle for Metro is still there because nothing more fun than watching Doomsday punch Superman.
Yes.
Doomsday got ongoing threshold support. So he's one of the legends for Revenge Squads. So
Good.
he's got like an 11-11-5 drop, for example. But if you have, I think it's four or more ongoings, he can't be targeted. And he has his own ongoing that's just a +4. This attack or defense, but you can exhaust Doomsday and flip it back face down.
Wow.
So
Okay.
there's like some really kind of potent shenanigans going on that half of things. But with Superman, it's like we had all this crazy Superman support because he just gets so ginormous. Like it's really reminiscent of Ecstatics when they really run away with it with like the. And while I'm alone, I get like +4, +4, and then I play his pump that's like +4 defense, and then like just bricking everything forever. That kind
Yeah.
of feels like how Superman plays, except he's got these little friends that he kind of has to have so
Yeah.
that he can
Like,
eat his loyalty.
yeah. I mean, yeah, and I kind of get that because it makes more sense than the way that Team Superman has always been, where it's about protection.
Yeah.
In classic versus, where it was just the worst fucking theme both times that they introduced it.
Well, they they
No
they
kidding.
they made it pretty rough, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say we solved it, but I mean, if someone figures out a way to consistently have him be solo, they're going to be very happy because we've already seen like Superboy has been relatively successful as a solo option, right?
Mostly from you, from what I
Mostly
can tell.
from the fanboy me, that's true. But there's
You're
been a couple other
also
people throwing down with it and messing around with some
Right.
stuff.
you're
But
also a fanboy
yeah,
of Rocket
I'm
though.
having
So
trouble hearing Wes over there. It's very quiet.
yeah, he's like whispering.
I said you're also a fanboy of Rocket though.
I
So if
am. So I
anybody's
mean,
gonna
getting my
leave,
ass kicked by Rocket was a little bittersweet. It
Oh,
was,
yes.
I,
Thank you
I was just kind of
so
like,
much,
yeah,
Rocket.
fucking traitor Rocket. Jeez, but anyway.
I have so many gifts lined up for if I actually win this thing, so we're all
Well,
good.
you've got to go through one more, and it
I
ain't gonna
know.
be easy because
I know.
I am 90. I don't want to say anything locked in on fucking recording mode, but
man, it's
I'm
memes,
pretty
okay?
sure. I'm pretty sure a
Like I might
power up
regret
deck
it
goes to the
later.
finals. I could be wrong though. I don't know. And if a power up deck goes to finals, I think you might have a rough go against this one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
I
this
totally
just
understand.
doesn't care about combat. It just goes, oh yeah, and during the build phase, by the way, did I mention my rocket has 10 attack?
Yeah, no, that one I am gonna
And
have
it's
a
like,
deck
ah,
builder
crap.
for.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. So I mean, funny fact, like if you never get to combat, the power up deck doesn't do much. So could
Yeah.
be could be an interesting showdown. So I mean, if
True
Rocket
enough.
pulls it out, it'll be really nice to see that I was just not just a little bit wrong, but like horrifyingly wrong about the viability of that alter ego because legit I was really unhappy with it and I the only reason I didn't change it was because it was less than 2 weeks before the event and I was like I'm not changing the alter egos going into it. Like we'll wait until after the event and I mean the underperformers will give them a buff of some kind and the overperformers will nerf them down or we might even
Yeah.
rotate some out just to kind of like keep some things fresh, like someone
Oh,
takes a vacation and we just take them out of it and put in some new character that's kind of nifty so it's not like an over nobody's overwhelmed with like a pile of alter egos and they don't really know which way to go with it.
I kind of like that, like seasons or something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
a
Yeah.
seasonal kind of this is the rotation of alter egos this time. And plus that way for me it's easier to organize, if we keep it around. I want to say we're around 20, 24-ish off the top of my head. I'm not certain if I'm
There's a
right
lot.
or
Yeah.
not.
I was
But
I was
there's a
scrolling through.
bunch that's like getting to the point where I'm like I don't need all these. I mean, I could like put some away maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Update the file and just keep that going instead. But Remix Alter
Yeah.
Ego seems to be one of the more fun formats anyway. So
It's definitely wild.
yeah,
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 I will say.
it's a zoo out there for sure.
It makes for some interesting deck builds.
Oh yeah.